I said one of the best things you can ever do in your life is change your words. There's a scripture in the Bible in Proverbs that says death and life are in the power of the tongue. In other words, your tongue, your words have the ability to shape your world. I said your words has the ability to shape your world. You can either speak death over your life, or you can begin to speak life over who you are. And you've got to get to a place where you stop talking death and start talking life. You got to get to a place where you say, you know what? I got to stop talking about what I don't have and who's not here and what someone didn't give me. I got to stop talking death and I got to start talking life. Your world is a result of words you have spoken. When you look at your life, I promise you there is a connection between the life you live and the words you have spoken. And I challenge you right now, you got to get to a place where you start speaking what you want to see. You got to say what you want to see. You got to say, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to build legacy. I want to be healthy. I want to have a good marriage. Matter of fact, just say I am. I am blessed. I am favored. I am healed. I am set free. I am victorious. I am an overcomer. I am overcoming these challenges. I am debt free. I am a powerful person. I am a spiritual person. I am a blessed man. I am a blessed woman. You got to speak not what you see, but what you want to see. When God in the Old Testament, whenever he wanted to change a person's destiny, he'd always change their name first. Why? Because your name gave you identity. Your name gave you purpose. And so if you look in the Bible, when God was getting ready to do something in someone's life in the Old Testament, oftentimes he changed their names, because God has to change your name so he can change your confession. When God wants to take you to a new level, he has to give you a new name, because that gives you new language. And he said, I don't want you calling yourself by your old name. Stop calling yourself who you used to be and start calling yourself who you're gonna be. Stop calling yourself stupid. Stop calling yourself dumb. Stop calling yourself sick. Stop calling yourself fearful. Stop calling yourself afraid. That's your old name. That's who you used to be, but you're not that anymore. Right now, you got to declare, I'm not calling myself by my old name. I'm calling myself by my new name. And my new name is blessed. My new name is rich. My new name is healthy. My new name is powerful. My new name is confident. God says if you want to see different, you got to say something different. The Bible says that Jesus is on a boat, and when he's on this boat, there's a storm, and the storm is there, and the winds are blowing, and the waves are going, and that the thunder is roaring and lightning, and there's this huge storm, so much so that the disciples think they're about to die. And I want to talk to somebody right now who feels like you're in a storm. You feel like you're overwhelmed by life. You feel like the waves of life are trying to take you out. I want to talk to somebody who feels like you're in the middle of a storm right now.
Chad. Good morning. Good morning.
A relational storm. You just got the worst news.
Keeks, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, my brother.
That's not a smooth transition at all, Chad. That's a rough transition there. We need to fire the DJ this morning. Chad, how's everyone doing? New week. Just the audio check. 1 2 1 2. All right, let's just get my brother here online. Just need to bring this across. Chad, how are you guys feeling? New week, new opportunities. Keegan already mentioned, I haven't looked at the dollar, but Keegan already told me dollar confused. Keegs is saying the dollar is mind of its own, yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah, that thing is on its own mission. But you know, it's typical, eh? You starting off with a Monday, which is always tricky, and then gonna consolidate because we got CPI tomorrow.
CPI tomorrow, eh?
CPI tomorrow.
Alrighty, we're just gonna give everybody a second to come in here. Chat, hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys are ready for the week. And we're gonna get started very shortly. We're still on time. Slashy Mark, always extra crispy. Good morning, Benjamin. Naz, US30. Good morning, Ruben. Etienne. Who did I miss? Ruben. I think I did greet. Sondre. Dylan. Drive Cartel. Oh, good morning, my brother. New Moon Branch. Haven't seen you yet, my brother, but it is a new week, so branch out into that. Amina, good morning, Steve. Lesejo, Ashland V, Drive Cartel, I think, yeah, Drive Cartel, good morning. Jeremy, good morning, my brother. Hope you are blessed. Neil, Fayard, good morning. Chad, new week. Keeks, ready for it?
I'm ready for it. I'm locked in.
I must still get a new funded account. But we'll talk about that shortly. Guys, just before we start, as per usual, or not per usual, it's something new we've implemented. Just the Father's Prayer quickly. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Amen. Amen. As easy as that. 3 F's in life: faith, fitness, finance. Get those 3 in order and you will see your life go to the new level. Something I've been challenged on personally. I actually watched the podcast over the weekend, and he mentioned that you'll get somebody that's rich, but their spiritual life and even their relationships are falling apart. Then you've got somebody that's got great relationships, but their finances are falling apart. So it is a balancing act. Ultimately, that's what we try and do as men, especially men. We need to make sure that we are balanced, and it is not always easy, but that is why we are men. We don't identify as anything other than as men. If you are a man and you identify as okay, let me not go into that. All right, let's just if you're a man, identify as it. Let's not. already lost half of the chat there when if somebody comes to me and he starts saying he identifies, he's gonna get clapped by me. Anyways, Chad, just want to quickly do this and we're gonna get going. As Keegan mentioned, CPI tomorrow. Keegs, is CPI not usually on a Wednesday? Tuesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, it just depends, but normally it falls on those days, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Alright, Chad, we don't have too much going on today. That's the issue. We've got ECB's lane a little bit later this afternoon, 11:45, 3:15 as well. Fed Bowman speaking as well. ECB's Cipollone speaking, most probably Italian. Then we've got some bond auctions going on. And then we've got Barkin and Kashkari also a little bit later tonight. And then Governor Bailey, 8 o'clock by that time. If you're still on the charts, yeah, we need to pray for you. Tuesday, as Keegs mentioned, Tuesday is a biggie, guys. Tuesday, CPI out of the US. We've got employment data coming out of Britain, 9 o'clock. We also have some PPI coming out of Japan. We've got our Reserve Bank of New Zealand inflation expectations coming out as well. Wednesday as well, CPI data coming out of Britain. So pound most likely going to be the one we want to focus on this week. And then also from Wednesday, GDP out of the Eurozone. Thursday also a big deck, but not too much in terms of red folders. So definitely a big week for the pound and the dollar. We've got retail sales on Thursday, US, and then Friday, Friday PP. Okay, Keeg. So we've got a big week.
Yeah, that's what I said to the guys. I think this is the week the markets might come to life.
Chad, we've got a big week. Big shout out to the Project 5130 guys, all pitching on Sunday. Myself and Keegs were here from 6 o'clock in the morning. Spent time with the guys till about just after 8. So big shout out to you guys for showing up. I honestly didn't think the guys were going to show. Keegan almost thought I didn't show because I was about 5 minutes late, but Keegan saved the day. This man already got Seattle's waiting here, and yeah, that's why Keegan is where he's at, doing those Seattle runs when you need it. All right, Chad, DXY. Let's quickly start off with the weekly analysis real quick. We've got some time here to burn. Weekly analysis for me is still bullish. Here's that key level we've been speaking about for however long now. We've got that wick fill to the upside as long as we stay above last week's low. No top wick on this weekly. I'm bullish on the week. Daily time frame, however, we actually ran through this analysis on Sunday. Keeks. Yeah, Sunday we talked about this. So if we can hold this 103.63, very likely that we can start moving back inside of the range to these levels up here. These key levels, wait. There's those key levels there, 104.12. And I've got this intermediate key level here, 103.82. So let's see. On the day, I'm still technically neutral because we have yet to close below this key level here. So neutral on the day. 5 minute time frame. What do we have here? We've got our daily S1. We've got the key level here. 80 is looking relatively bearish. If you can see 80 coming down. So let's see if the 80 can start popping up. Very easy for me if we can do something like this morning. Something like this. I will start looking for potential longs. Otherwise, if we start breaking down, I can start potentially looking for shorts. My only thing though is with the dollar, and myself and Keegan have spoken about this various times, especially before a news event. Very unlikely that they will push price into one direction, and when the news comes out, it just continues with that direction. So either way, if we're going to start pushing up today already and CPI comes out tomorrow, then it could have the opposite effect. So just keep that in mind. But we're still stuck within the Asia range. Here's the Asia lows, so nothing yet on DXY. But I'm going to go over to Keeks for his dollar analysis. Keeks, your price tab just, I would say, centimeter and a half to the left. Perfect. All right, chat. Keeks, all you, my brother.
All right, guys. So, going over to dollar, before I jump to the higher time frame, this is actually something, again, we spoke about the project, guys. Dollar closing out like this, basically on Friday, and then opening up today down here. So this is obviously that gap we still have to fill over here. Obviously that is what is missing now on the day, but we can see straight off the bat our daily pivot and our EQ lines up into that area. So for myself, I definitely see us trading back up. The fact you've got Asia highs and lows now tested, we broke that support area, so we actually can be trading. The moment we're back above this, we can look to take Asia highs and trade back up for that gap fill. I think that is very, very likely for the dollar. If we go to the daily, why I did that first was because it looks very more exaggerated if you're looking at it on the daily, but it's not that bad actually. So but you'll see over there already your weekly pivot basically on that point. So again, if you think of it as a weekly, very, very simple, guys. You've traded down. If anything, it would have been nice to even see us actually take out those lows. But then again, that is leaving that gap over there. So it's a very mixed one at the bottom there, but I am still bullish on the pair. So when it comes to the daily, as I said, we've got no top wick at this point in time. So again, being a Monday, I do see us having that top wick purely because it's normally a thing of trading one way to go get that bottom wick on the weekly, and then start flipping to go bullish again. So we did a deep dive into this over the weekend. So over there you can see the support area we are still testing, and even when we look at it that way, guys, like you are centimeters away from having that gap fill to the bottom side. Then that gap is also officially filled. So for myself, as I said, on the 15, I just have all my targets lining up. I am bullish on the pair long term. We are actually starting to hold the support area. Reason I say that is we did break, came for the retest, and we couldn't get away. So that's a key thing for us, that afterwards we broke back up to go get the Asia highs, and now actually almost testing Asia lows, holding that. So even if we consolidate here because of it being Monday and the day before CPI, as long as we are still closing above here, and already, as I say, if we even go for that daily pivot and EQ, then most likely we're going for the gap fill. But even if we just start holding above here for the rest of the day, I think that will already be bullish momentum for the dollar for the rest of the week.
All right, thanks, Keeks. Chad, over to US30. Let's quickly do a little deep dive there, weekly. Okay, weekly, first signs of a potential resistance being created. What I do have to say is that I like the fact that we took out a previous weekly high, closed bearish, and this will only be a confirmed resistance if this weekly candle closes bearish and it basically breaks last week's low. So I'm going to go neutral into the week. I cannot yet say that I am bearish on the week. But again, we'll talk about CPI a little bit later in the session, how you can play that. But obviously CPI is still a big factor going into this week. From a daily perspective, you can clearly see here that we failed to close above this key level right here. Closed bearish Friday, took out the highs, closed bearish engulfing. So technically on the day, I'm going to lean towards the bearish side. I'm going to lean bearish if we can't get above this level right here, 38,660, and then 5-minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? Let's quickly look at it. All right, Asia lows, key level right there, so very easy going to the session. Need 80 to start flipping bearish. We need to respect these EMAs here, and I think we can go lower to this weekly pivot level down here. So bearish on the day, neutral on the week. Nasdaq, however, weekly absolutely destroying any short sellers. Again, Nasdaq for me on the week is bullish. I cannot be bearish. The pullback can be deep. Last week's pullback was almost okay, only 130. Looked a lot worse than it really was, but bullish on the week. Daily time frame, what do we have on the day? Again, cannot sell into a daily candle like that. We could go into some type of range maybe for the next day or two, but not bearish at all for me. Weekly pivot down here, so daily bullish. 5-minute time frame, let's quickly look at the 5. Asia, nice tight little Asia range. Only thing though is that I've seen last week, look at this, Nasdaq could do some type of deeper pullback back to the daily pivot. So I'm gonna go and say I don't want to be buying at these levels, even though you could get a push. I'm expecting some type of pullback before NYSE open. And again, 2 levels to monitor. This 200, wherever that 200 is going to cross with price, and then your daily pivot. So wait for those pullbacks. If you want to trade the pullback, good luck. I'll just say wait for the pullback to trade with the order flow. So over to Keeks for the indices.
Yeah, guys, so I'm still staying very bullish on the indices. Again, it's just very, very simple. We keep breaking through. And at this point in time, until I have a reason for rejection. I can't just be like, oh, we had all-time highs, time to start selling. It doesn't work like that. So I'll rather wait till I have a true reason and validation where I can see rejection happening and turning around, that I can then look for those sells. So for now, it's a no-brainer. I am staying bullish. So when I look at this now, it's very, very simple. I truly just have to go on technical analysis. And the first thing I'm honestly going to look for is just looking at the 4-hour highs for resistance. So we'll mark that out. If we go down to the 1 minute, the 1 hour, we can see if we can just refine that a little bit. We'll see those candle closures over there. So going over to the 30 minute, we'll see that same zone marked out, just so we can get this nice and clear. All I'm going to look for, guys, is we can really start seeing that is just above Asia highs. So purely what I'm going to wait for on the day. Now if we drop in down, we see our Asia range actually quite big over there at the moment, with our daily pivot and EQ quite far down. So firstly, I want to see if we start breaking down to go get the Asia lows, and even the fact if we are going to have a continuation this week, I then will say it is a good chance we see the pivot being tested, purely to have that drawdown and again the bottom wick for the rest of the week, but then trading back above. So it's very simple. Once you've regained Asia lows, look for that test of Asia highs, and once we get the break of Asia highs with a closure, I'll look for the retest and then entry for continuation to the top. So I'll purely only be looking for that break of that 4-hour resistance, and then the closure above for the buys. That'll be me personally. If you are a bit more ballsy, you could try once you've regained and held Asia lows, but this will be my safe entry, again being a Monday on NAS. When we go to US 30, you'll see same thing. We had a little bit of a pullback on Friday, but we held the weekly pivot, so that was very, very nice for us to see that. On the 4-hour, we've actually done the complete opposite to what NAS has done. So already looking at this, for me, is a bit more of a safer setup, if you want to call it that. So if we had to do this over now, we have our little 30-minute support. We can see all of that there. So if anything, I already set alerts there. If we can get a nice trade down to this point and hold that as support, that's where I'll look to get my entry in nice and early to have the continuation. Again, set in the bottom wick for the rest of the week. So you can see we've traded down the whole day. So that's what I said. I love this. Would be the AAA setup over there. But even if we start trading now, Asia lows, and we start holding, you can again look to get there, with the possibility of Asia highs being untested. Just set that, and then you also can see your daily pivot and EQ up there. So even when you get the break of your Asia highs, you can look for the retest, as it hasn't been held yet. So not only a break, but a break and hold on the retest, and then you can aim for the daily pivot and the EQ, and that's obviously a much nicer move because you've got all these targets that you can aim for, obviously going up to the R1. So personally, out of the two, US 30 is the more comfortable one for me today.
Shot Kigo. Alright, Chad. 13 minutes left. Let's quickly run through the rest. UJ weekly bullish. Last week bullish. This week bullish again. Just to keep in mind that we've got this weekly key level that we're testing here. So can't say if we're going to reject here. Sorry, but again, I am bullish on the week. Daily time frame still creating higher highs, still creating higher lows. Can we pull back to this weekly pivot level? We've got a key level up here. Actually adjusted a little bit. So just want to show you guys, especially Project 5130 guys, why I consider this to be the key level. There's 4 days of price action testing there. We had this reaction of that level there. Then also almost 4 days touching it there. And then we've had some of these, I don't want to call liquidity grabs, but we had these moves below it and then immediately bounce back above. So these are the levels that I consider to be key levels. And we haven't really tested that level as of yet. We tested this flat body resistance area there looking left, but we haven't tested that. So that's going to be our next key level to the upside. To the downside, 148.30. Are we going to do such a deep pullback? I think we could, but I wouldn't like it. I would say I don't want to go deeper than what we've got going on here. So bullish on the week. Daily, however, I need to go neutral because after a big move like what we've had on Thursday, Is that spelled correctly? My dyslexia is getting the better of me. Kicks neutral.
Yeah.
That's
I also, every time I spell neutral, I feel like it looks so
Yo,
weird.
bro. Chad, is that right? That is right. Holy moly. Okay. Daily neutral, because at any stage can we start pulling back after a massive move to the upside like this, and we can start consolidating. So neutral on the day. 5-minute time frame. What do we have? Beautiful. Okay, we've got 149 down here. Daily S1. Accumulation distribution. Let's just quickly look at this. Very, very bullish. Nice and firmly bullish. Still trading below the 200 however, but we can monitor that going into the session. Asia lows I think is key. I would actually love for a nice little pullback to this 149. Actually going to set some alerts there. Let's see what she does there at 149, round number and S1. And otherwise, if we don't catch it there, we'll catch it from the daily pivot. GJ, real quick, weekly time frame, bullish. Beautiful, beautiful weekly breakout. There you can see. Since we created these highs in November, this was the first weekly candle to close above there. So I am bullish on the week. I don't want to short into this. I am bullish on the week. Okay, let's do that. Let's see the daily. Daily also nice and firmly bullish. There's a key level. Very, very easy going into today. Bullish on the day as well. 5-minute time frame. Let's see half round number here. Asia lows still intact. I would love for us to first run Asia lows. We've got various points to trade this from. Either from this key level here, or if we miss the key level, we've got Asia highs, daily pivots. So don't stress, and the half round. So GJ definitely on my radar for today. I'm just going to do EJ, then I'm going to get Keegan's view as well. KL key level, not Kuala Lumpur, key level there. Alright, weekly for me on EJ, also bullish. You can see how we engulfed the previous week. We've got this range to the upside, and I'm going to remain bullish on the week. Bullish last week. Daily also. Daily is a little bit tricky because we've got this tiny little intermediate support that got broken down. You can also see that the daily candles are getting smaller, so I wouldn't be surprised if we first get some type of pullback before the next move up. But I think for the most part, this week's range 161.76 and 160.42. So that's going to be the weekly range, more or less. 5-minute time frame. Let's quickly look at it. Beautiful. Round number down here. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Round number. Asia lows have been taken. Daily pivot. This is a banger, Chad. So we're going to monitor that. Keeks, yen pairs, over to you.
All right, brother. So starting off with GJ. GJ actually beautiful. I love both of the yen pairs now, GJ and EJ. Personally, I just think GJ, we missed the move. So you guys can see very carefully if we just trade key levels. Basically, we broke above, had our closure. Today, having our retest as perfect on that. And then trading above. So this one, unfortunately, I think the retest from where I would have wanted to have taken it has come. But GJ, we can see what happens if we can hold the EQ, so break Asia highs and hold anything over here. We can look to go long. So definitely GJ still can, but just wouldn't be my perfect entry. But then going over to EJ, I must say I'm liking EJ a lot. So reason being, on the daily, same thing. We've traded down, holding the support area over here. So basically tested that, turned around, going bullish. You have that nice momentum to the bottom work, nice strong rejection. Now the second candle closed obviously above the EQ, so everything just ticking boxes here for us. And then when we go down to the 15 minutes, honestly, like if we even hold now, so basically rejecting Asia lows, if we can get a close even here above the daily pivot, I would be happy taking a shot at this, purely because you have Asia highs untested, and then we've regained the daily pivot with the EQ. So I'd even be looking at taking a trade from here now and going for these Asia highs. And obviously, if you don't reject and break through, this can be a nice trade to run that you can aim, for example, to the R1. So EJ, I'm really liking a lot.
All right, chat. You also liking EJ?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So that makes me feel better. Gold weekly time frame. Gold. Gold is technically in a range, chat. If you look at it from a weekly perspective, we've rejected the zone here. We've got this support zone down here, so we technically confined within this range. This is technically our weekly range. I am bearish on the week purely due to the fact that we failed to, let me just show you here, we failed to continue higher and close bullish on that weekly candle last week. I was expecting a potential wick fill, didn't get that, started breaking lows. So daily for me as well is bearish. Why am I bearish on the daily? Keegan caught some nice sells. Was it Friday, Keegs? Friday afternoon, yeah. Keegs actually went through his trade as well on Project 5130 yesterday morning. But yeah, you can see, even though it's barely a nipple on the daily, it closed below this previous support area. And I'm expecting 2017 to be tapped today. Just be very aware, we can still push up to 2030, and then from 2030 start dying down to 2017. So just keep that in mind. That is also a potential setup. So 2030, 2017 key levels going into the session. 5 minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? AD is starting to break out quite comprehensively to the upside, and we've got Asia highs untapped, we've got Asia lows untapped, we've got the weekly pivot and the daily pivot up here. So just be very careful as to what price is going to do there. For me, relatively neutral going into this lower time frame range. Daily obviously bearish for me, and I'm just going to wait for more price action to see what we do above the Asia highs. Keegs gold while it's still hot on the platter.
Alrighty. So guys, I am still very much bearish on gold actually. So when we go to the daily, you guys are going to see this. Even if we go to the weekly, same thing guys. I can't sell into that. That's just been our perfect rejection and pullback. So again, today we can basically see, for me this week, very, very simple terms, I'm looking to see something like that, and basically the breakaway from this zone and getting us out of here. Even more likely, because of this zone and all the accumulation in here, this candle that breaks away probably is going to be something massive and actually do something like that on the weekly. But we'll see what happens. But I am definitely bearish on it. So our weekly pivot obviously just above us at this point in time. So all I'm looking for is, if anything, a retest of that. But we obviously got these few zones to break through first. I can get rid of the ones up there. I don't need that now. But we can literally see this happen over here. So on the 4-1, we can see already are moving nice and higher. Again, Asia has basically been retested. So for me personally, my thing, as I said to you, we want to see how this zone holds over here. But also the breakthrough, obviously trading up to the pivot and the EQ and the weekly pivot. So anywhere in between, yeah, I must say personally, I would prefer the EQ and the weekly pivot. If we can reject off of that, I will look to go long and basically trade down for those Asia lows that are untested. So I've got my alerts in place actually at the moment now as well, and we'll just see what happens on these pairs. But I'm definitely going to be looking for the sells on gold.
Beautiful. Thanks, Keegs. Chad, last two we're going to go through, and markets are opening in 2 minutes time. Weekly for me on GU, very tough. You can actually see this is a messy weekly range we actually confined in. Struggling to get through that 200 on the weekly time frame. But again, already breaking last week's high. Very interesting. So I cannot be bearish while we are trading above last week's high. So I'm going to lean towards the bullish side for GU this week. If we start flipping bearish on the weekly, I will start changing my bias. Daily time frame for me as well. There's that key level holding above it. A nice little, again, even though it's a nip, we closed above that breakout trade. So we can go for that monthly pivot 126 900. So 5-minute time frame. Let's quickly look at the 38 seconds for markets to open. I would have loved it. Daily key level, daily pivot. Let's see, already now breaking at the R1, also the half round numbers. So we're going to keep an eye on the open. Let's see what she does at the open, whether we can grab something here. So don't rush. There's still a lot of time. Weekly time frame. Let me just see how much time we've got left for the open. 9 seconds, might as well. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. New week, markets are open and in motion. Round 1 fight. All right, okay, weekly, same as per GU. Breaking last week's high, that is a bullish sign for me. So weird that the majors are showing me signs of a little bit of a bullish momentum. But again, we've basically had 5 weeks of straight decline. Are we going to pull back a little bit? Could be this week. Daily as well, still bullish. However, 200 EMA on the daily, that's going to be a biggie to get through. Also key level there, so just be very careful trading into that key level now. 80 is looking firmly bullish, and round number daily R1, 200 EMA here. Chad, be very careful here. This zone could hurt a few people, so let's just see how it plays out. And then for Keegan, just to polish it for us, the majors, GU, EU, Keegs.
Alright. Honestly, I'm not really liking what they're doing at the moment. Purely so I am a bit more on the bearish side of things with these pairs. But again, it is just, I think, again, dollar playing her games this morning. But for me, I'm honestly, so really with GU, I'm going to look what happens at this zone. Very plain and simple. I don't truly see myself taking a trade on GU today. I'm going to see what happens over here. So when we start jumping down to the 4 hour, obviously we've now traded up. You can see that 200 also being over there. I want to see, can we break above this zone over here? And if anything, then I'll start looking for the bars to go higher. But until then, I see this almost being that fake out. So if anything, if we do start trading back down and we look as rejection and we hold below here, then I'll look for the sells on the lower time frame. So when we start dropping down, you guys will see it over here. Basically at the Asia highs now. And why I've got my alerts is because daily pivot and EQ still remain untested. So I was looking if we could have got something in the start of the day, but now it's more a case of actually trading back down to it. So I want to see if now we've hit the R1 and Asia highs, do we fake out, trade back down, and once we're below this zone, I'll look to get those sells in similar on an entry, like something like that. Get that entry in to take out Asia lows, go for the pivot and the EQ. So that would be my play. If I don't get it, buys, I'm only going to wait for confirmation probably for tomorrow. And then EU is, let's see over here, almost the same thing. Not as clean though, but on the daily we are testing that 200, so we can see that over there. Personally, I think I'm honestly going to stay out of EU. I'm not really seeing anything I like on it at the moment. Just where we are in the no man's land zones, there's not really a lot of key levels for me over here. So yeah, on paper the lower time frames looks very similar to GU, but higher time frames not really giving me any confirmation. So personally, EU I'm just going to stay out of, but GU I will look for those sells if we get confirmation on.
Shot Keegs, Chad. Alright, markets are moving. DXY already getting some bearish order flow. Peter, good morning, my brother. Always good having you here. Always good seeing that good spirits you come in here. Justin Vessels, good morning. We're cooking something up.
Zana's back.
Sure, man, back from.
I thought that man was dead.
Yo, dudes, I actually had to invite him yesterday over for a glass of water. Obisitswe took a AUD. Braza, sorry man, both those pairs are out of session. I'm not going to look at them while we've got the markets moving. So good luck with that. But again, both of them, the guys in Aussie and New Zealand, they literally watching Netflix now. They're not on the charts. Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin interview. Haven't watched it. Watched some other stuff over the weekend, but I'll still get to that. I was actually making note of that to watch it. Beware of the MPs. There's a Japanese bank holiday today. Thank you for letting us know. Kesh, we gave you our view, brother. So, Fabio, good morning, my brother. Who else? Donnie C. New week, new opportunities. Yes, man. Actually, I had a chat with Jave this morning, and I said the easy thing about trading is we only need to focus on our next setup. After you've journaled your old setup, you've taken a stock of what you did well, what you did wrong, and you move on. And now the focus purely, me and Keegan sitting here, we're only looking at what is the next best opportunity. EJ just shitting the bed here at this stage. Rian Vlok, goeiemorgen. Martin Stories, what is the daily, weekly pivot, and how do you interpret them? Stick around, you'll find out, my brother. Sam N. Moitsiwa Mochomotsi, 8 ball, good morning.
Well, maybe if EJ holds, I will get my perfect entry on EJ.
Yo, what is that? Like an instant sell, yeah. Obviously weaker dollar. GU also making that pullback now. Very interesting. EU. Yeah, this is a big level for EU, guys. You're gonna need something to get it through here. I can't see it just getting through here with no news or. Chad, I'm gonna wait for the shuffle. I might even consider short here, guys.
On EU.
Yeah. The reason I say that is this 200 daily has been a beast to get through, even to the downside, but even to the upside. And we've basically had 4 days of advance. So let's see. Obviously DXY would need to get above here, but yeah, we're gonna see how she plays out Monday. UJ Keeks, anything on the terminal? Wait, let me actually get my iPad for you. Give me a second.
Yeah, then we could just at least monitor it still.
Chad, we're getting very advanced here. Craig Backer, good morning. Oh yeah. Chad, while we wait here. Let me just put this up. One of our community members playing a tournament, raising some funds, and he asked yeah guys, even if it's a 10 rand, a 5 rand, whatever it is, let's support the community. Let me just see. Alright, let me just put this in back a buddy. Craig, I must also still pay my dues there for you. but just give me a second. Let me just get that up. Otherwise, that's why I told you, remind me. I will definitely forget, because there's a million things going on always at one stage. All right, Chad, let's get, if you've got some bucks to spare, again, if it's a 10 Rand, a 50 Rand, let's help our brother out there. Craig Backer, always in the chat, always here, so banger interview, Bulla. I just watched it last night during load shedding. Which one with Rydal? Which interview? Yeah, Rydal was a blast to have on.
Yeah, it's just basically big news has just come out with the Saudi energy minister, that basically oil moving forward is in such a demand that they're going to be renegotiating with the America and a few other countries.
Okay. That's why you're seeing that move to safe haven. Chad, remember, Yen is still a safe haven. I've got actually quite a few reels planned that I'm shooting tomorrow, talking about various correlations, how to look at those correlations. All right, EU dumping here like it's nobody's business. All right, let's see here. Keegs, where's your key level on EJ?
On EJ, there's not really a key level anywhere close to me at the moment.
I'm just gonna disconnect that call and start it again.
Okay, cool. Let me just get it on the side.
That's weird. Okay, there's a... Sorry, chat, just want to get Keegs back. Oh, beautiful. Keegs is back. Chris and Keegs, my Discord ain't working. I can't send message or my homework to you guys in the chat. Keep saying message failed to send all the time. Fabio, what is your name on Discord? Because we just chalked somebody this morning. We've had like 3 sessions with the guys, and this brother's still asking weird stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, like just to the project guys, that is an example. You're not rocking up for sessions, you're not doing things, we haven't heard anything. Fabio, I have seen, he has been in sessions.
Yeah,
I think he's
Fabio.
just saying that he obviously can't submit his homework. But the rest of the guys, if you're not at sessions, you're not that, you chalk, you don't. I don't care what the excuse was. Missed 3 sessions and then told me, oh, I believe it's not too late. It's not your decision.
Yeah, firstly, guys pitching 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning. That honestly inspired me and Keegan. We had a chat here afterwards on Sunday saying like that honestly inspired us just to go so much harder this year. Yeah, Vince is the next guy we're chalking for having too much energy and being too positive. I'm kidding, Vince. Jadwell's gonna do a giveaway every day this week. Gonna be a little bit different. Keegs, is your what's the name up already, your reel?
No, I'm posting a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how are we gonna do it this week? we'll decide what you need to comment, and we're going to use the comment picker on Instagram. So as soon as Keegan posts his reel, please go and comment on there. Please don't comment like fire emoji, hashtag blessed, this, like, please comment something decent there. That's also just to improve our engagement on the socials.
So the EJ's taking shots, eh?
Right, it is.
Yes,
It is getting moldier. I don't even know how do you trade that. It's just one way chalk.
No, that is. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not trading that.
It's just a young. All right, Chad. DXY says this that little fake out to the downside. Nee, is fine, Ruben. Jy kan sommer dan net daai wat jy geshare het op jou iPad screenshot of ek weet nie presies hoe jy dit doen nie, maar see ya peasy. Good morning, my brother. Chat, if you have not done so, drop a like, subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Hit that bell icon to be notified when we go live, when we do maybe a pop-up stream for news. A new episode of Trade to Survive, episode 2 coming out next week. This Friday we actually going to have that sit down, me and Keegan. That's going to be a deep dive as well. I also have actual psychiatrist coming on as well. We're going to talk a little bit about psychology, not just in trading, just in life in general. Stress, anxiety, depression, causes of stress, how to manage stress, how to adapt, because obviously with technology, everything moving at a very fast pace these days, we need to make sure that we look after ourselves, after our own well-being. Again, talking about the 3 F's: faith, fitness, finances. You can't exceed in the one and not in the other. So we gotta try and do that balancing act, having a more holistic life. So Roseanne van Wyk, a good friend of mine's wife, she will be joining us as well. So we've been chatting over the weekend, getting some ideas. Just starting to brainstorm. I'm very excited for that episode. That's going to be a very, very good one. This Friday, me and Keegs. Next week, Friday, we've got Miles on as well. I haven't met Miles, but according to Jave and Keegan, guys, it is screwed on straight. Local trader doing well as well. We're getting him on next Friday. The week after that, hopefully I can get Roseanne on. And then, Mo still needs to bring us a guest. I don't know when that brother's going to bring a guest on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see who he brings on though.
Oh, good morning, Keenan. Darren Hagen, morning. What's your bias on gold? Darren, we are bearish on the day, bearish on the week. Up until something dramatically changes. So I'm very, very excited for those guests. I'm also, I've got a lot going on this month and next month. I must still get down to tax consulting. They've got the budget speech next week, 26. I might be in Joburg from the 26th to the 28th to shoot that podcast on tax. These guys are absolute specialists when it comes to tax, not even just personal tax. I'm talking like top 40 listed companies. So they said I can spend a day or two there with them. Gonna shoot some content for you guys from their office as well. And doing a little bit of a collaboration with Tax Consulting SA. Then if you guys ever ask me tax questions again, I can just share the link. I don't know, there was a time when the chat went crazy about the tax. Dude, did you see what Maven Trading did? So all of the prop firms now are chalking US clients. So Maven Trading is like, hey, we're not accepting US clients, but if you use a VPN, like a public announcement,
Yeah.
if you use a VPN, you're fine. That's like, all right, US federal government, we just gave them an out publicly, so please just arrest all of us now. Please come into our offices and cease and desist. Take all of these laptops, computers. Let's just close up shop real quick. Dude, how messy was the price action on Friday? I look at UJ, look at UJ Friday. Chad, this is the biggest mess I've seen on one Friday. Damn, that thing was ugly. The load shedding is boring now. Right. No, load shedding is bad here as well, my brother. I didn't. My only concern is I cannot trade with Vault Funder. And I first want to get my money back from the funded engineer before I purchase again. And now my question is, what prop firm can I go with? Because everyone is getting clapped left, right, and center. The boys are getting absolutely wrecked. Angelo, good morning, gents. Chris, it's payout. Beautiful, Angelo. Do not touch that account now. Like, you chill. Delete that account off your phone for the rest of the week. Wait for your payout. Don't mess up now. I actually think Angelo is going to be the first trader that's going to get a payout.
When's the payout?
This week.
Oh, this week.
Yeah, 40k loading, beautiful. At one stage, the guys from Vault Funder asked me if they can't, if a guy's up, ask him, like, bro, we just want to pay out. But the traders all mess up when they get funded. I also trade a normal account. If you self-funded account, Brabach. No, you should. If this entire prop firm thing has taught you anything, it's to diversify. Keegan actually talked about it in that first episode where he already started diversifying at the beginning of the year, trading your personal funds as well. Look, prop firms are a great tool. Don't sleep on them. But also don't make it...
like Chris and I spoke about this. For example, instead of scaling, I would do a different account at a different prop firm. Like, firstly, all different legit prop firms, but personally, like, diversify. So, for example, we always talk about this. If I scale up and I have one 600k account, and that's chalked, it's chalked. But now I've got 6 100k accounts all over the place. If one goes to shit, I've still got 5 more. So you kind of play your cards carefully now.
And I closed my prop firm accounts. Did you close them or did you blow them? But it's good having your own account as well.
Yeah, you can't really close a prop account. You either just stop using it or you blew it up.
You just went full margin and said, like, bro, I'm done with this life. Let me blow this thing up. Yeah, but you also have to check Brabach. If you were here last week, I had a full discussion on what's happening with meta quotes. So I think I called it last week Monday. Purple Trading Group getting chalked, and what's the other one I mentioned as well?
8 cap.
8 cap. Yeah, I think 8 cap's been already chalked, but Purple Trading Group, everyone getting chalked there as well. All right, Chad. Things have made a high. I still wanted to potentially look short there, but we are now.
I'm looking at the GU short because there we're gonna close under that resistance area again now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
So I'll look at a nice GU short if the thing doesn't run away.
No, Raja's trolling. Raja's the biggest troll in the trading industry. Raja Banks is just a big troll. That's why I lost his meta quotes license. If you troll, that's what's gonna happen. That's why you'll see also now C Trader does not have that fake, not even fake server. You don't have those offline server groups where it looks real but it's not real. That's why you'll see is all of a sudden now trading 2 lots on gold and 3 lots on gold because it's not on a fake real server, if I can call it that. Should ask the question, how was he trading $2 million on his empty 5 account and now he's trading this tiny little account on C Trader. So yeah, then I don't want to talk about the brother, bless his soul, but he's a troll. He honestly needs to find God. A little volatile start here to the Monday, eh?
I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
A
Just actually seeing the
little
market, like I said,
volatile.
coming alive again.
Sheesh.
Seeing them move.
DXY, alright Chad, DXY not taking any names here. Okay,
The
so
one thing I must say is, guys, we saw this before. If you look, DXY and gold moving together.
one is lying. Yen pair is getting absolutely punished here.
Yeah, no, they.
They're getting absolutely brutalized. Alright, Chad, just gonna wait for some pullbacks. I'm gonna throw onto Keegan's screen for you guys. Just gonna run to the toilet. Not a poo, just a pee, so chill. I'll see you guys now.
Yeah, guys, I'm just waiting. Yeah, I was like watching, but I mean, like yen pairs. If you trying to catch a fall enough, this thing cut your whole arm off at this point. I mean, right through the support area, right through the S1. We'll see what happens at the S2. GJ looking to hold it a bit more. UJ holding, obviously dollars getting stronger, so UJ has a chance to fight back. I definitely think EJ is chalked. Personally, I think that's done for the day. So GU is what I'm paying attention to. I want to see if we hold Asia lows or if we can break through. DXY, the fact DXY is climbing nicely like this, I think the fact we've got Asia highs, as I was talking about, we're going to go for that gap fill. So GU, I am liking the idea of the sells. We'll just see either if we can get that push back down and close, or are we going to go back up? Now that we broke underneath, we didn't test, so go back up, test this area, and then continue lower. Obviously, first time with that retest of Asia lows, but daily pivot EQ untested. So we'll see what happens on this side with GU looking good for me and gold looking good for me. I want gold to break through this zone to get to that pivot, weekly pivot EQ zone over here. So gold coming to the party hopefully soon. So yeah, definitely going to get a trade today, guys. Alright, yeah, markets are coming out alive nicely this morning. What's DXY doing? Keep in mind, guys, the gold sales I think will be beautiful if we can get on those.
Okay, market's still intact. You guys didn't break it, eh?
No, not yet.
Okay, I hope you guys didn't break the markets here. Let's see. Okay, gold. DXY. Okay, DXY making a new high on the week and on the session. Let's see. UJ, interesting. 149 daily S1. Just Euro one way. EJ one way. EU daily pivot. Let's see. Damn, just deposit on Dominion markets. Bad, my brother. Get your money out of there. That's one broker I can tell you not to trust. Firstly, go see what happened to his mentor's broker, Ted Franco, and Ted Franco was Roger Banks's mentor. So go look what happened to Traders Domain. Traders Domain is chalked. Who do you think mentored Roger Banks for his own broker? Go and watch the 3-part series on CoffeeZilla. Let me just show you this. And then you go and tell me if you know Roger Banks, you would know that Uncle Ted was his mentor. So it's not talking through our noses, it's facts. So start with this one. It's a 3-part. I'll share the link with you. That's why you can't trust anything Roger Banks says or does. He's a salesman. He's very good at it. Go and watch that. I think this is the first one. It's a 3-part. Think about it this way. Let's say Keegan is my mentor. Keegan teaches me everything about trading. Keegan goes on to start his own broker. Eventually, I'll follow in Keegan's footsteps. I open up my own broker, and then Keegan gets clapped by the FSCA for running a Ponzi with PAM accounts on his own broker, basically getting guys to bring money into the business. Would you still trust me if I was heavily in bed with Keegan and praising Keegan on all of my stuff, like, oh, Keegs and me and Keegan started this? Would you still trust me? Would you not think I would follow in the same footsteps because that's the guy that mentored me then? And then when Keegan gets clapped, I all of a sudden go quiet. Like if somebody asks about Keegan, oh no, Keegan. No, I don't know Keegan. No, but Keegan was your mentor. Let's not talk about Keegan. Let's talk about absolute clown, that guy. So if there's one guy I would like to knock out, it's that guy. But anyways, Chad, let's go ahead, yeah. Keeks, are you waiting for like a break of structure there on gold, almost like a little double top scenario,
Yeah.
or to actually close outside of your range?
Close outside, back underneath that rejection area. Yeah.
All right, Chad, just be heads up, Keegan looking at gold here. Gold sales looking so good. It does. I want to potentially buy buy UJ here, but again, we don't know how deep this pullback is going to be. So 80 is still relatively flat, but still bullish. Keeks, bullish, bearish on UJ?
On UJ.
Yeah.
Yo, let me just check what was I? UJ. Bullish.
Bullish,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, bullish on UJ.
Chad, if we can start moving bullish here on the 80, I'm potentially going to look at the potential long. If we can get a break of structure here, but I need that 80 to start flipping bullish. And again, purely due to the fact we haven't really tested Asia lows. Daily pivot still untested. This is the daily S1. But let's see. I have to wait for this 80 to flip bullish. Otherwise, we can potentially look for shorts below here for that continuation move down. DXY, yeah, because these are technically positively correlated, the yen pairs. So if you go on DXY, let me just show you guys, they are positively correlated, and look at what DXY did. DXY made a new session high while UJ still on the lows. And exactly the same with GJ, also positively correlated. So you can see this divergence happening right in front of your eyes. So either DXY is late to the party and DXY is going to flip over and die, or the yen pairs need to start catching up to DXY. So keep that in mind. One of those correlations we talked about. So let's see. Gold sells. Nah, I don't trust sus. Yeah, sus as can be. Can't trust the guy wearing Vans and Boss shirts.
Nah, I think those gold sales on there.
Just waiting for those closures,
Yeah.
closures. Would you wait? Yeah, here's my thing now. Maybe a little bit on entry criteria for the project, guys. Would you now first wait for a nice little pullback, almost like a rejection candle coming off that zone?
So this 15-minute will be my rejection candle.
Yeah.
Then I want to retest of the zone. So this basically on the 15 would be the rejection candle.
Yeah.
Then I'd want that retest.
Yeah.
And then the break of structure over here. That break of structure I'd enter.
So would you wait for another 15-minute candle to close? Or
Yeah,
would you-
so even if the next, for example, the next 15-minute, like if we close here now, then the next
Yeah.
15-minute candle goes back up. So we maybe do something like this. If we close there, and we do something like that with
a bullish or bearish candle?
bearish, and we do something like that, I'll take the sell.
Okay. I took UJ bars for our test account. Okay, nice. But Nila, where did you take it though? Oh, you took it on this one, yeah. You took that first little break there. Am I right? Sorry, Chad. This is not a trade. I just want to ask Nila. We're testing, doing some data analysis. Nila, I assume you took that trade there. Just confirm for me.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100
Chad, what we currently testing is we want to see if you go into the trading plan, we want to see if we, I don't want to say negate the 80, but for instance, the 80 was still below the 200, but you can see that the overall direction of the 80 is still bullish. So to still take a trade that is not necessarily ticking the 80 box, if I can call it the 80 box. Alright, Chad, I'm taking a rip here on UJ right here. I've taken a long there. Here's my thing as mentioned. Just bring this down. Took a long on that candle there. Just want a 20 pip stop on UJ. Took a long right there. Gonna go obviously for 1-to-1. Let's see if we can get it. 20 pips, Asia highs. Reason for this trade, Chad, is that remember when I said DXY making session highs while UJ is on the low, so either one of them need to catch up. So it's a willing, it's a trade I'm willing to take. It's a daily S1. We failed to continue lower. We actually held above this level. We've got Asia low still untested. We've got the structure break here. If you go onto the Discord under the education section, this is the reversal trade buy. Yes. So this is the reversal trade buy, and I would expect price to continue higher to at least test Asia lows. And Asia lows is where we would go break even on this trade. How would I manage risk? In a risk management scenario, how I would manage risk is if we start trading below this level here. So if we do something like this, then I would kill the trade, because then it's obviously showing me that this was a consolidation before the move lower. So that is the trade that we are in. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see if this catches up with DXY, or whether DXY is going to try and catch up to, let me just do this. So it's playing a little bit on the divergence we're seeing here. So here's my thing. That's DXY is the orange line, and this is UJ. So either UJ needs to do this move that DXY did to catch up to come back in line with that correlation, or DXY needs to actually come down and break its own low. So there's the trade. But let's see. Just want to move my stops quickly. I haven't actually placed my stops. Okay. I just want to set my TP. Okay, TP set. But there's the trade, Chad. Nothing wrong with this. I said I wanted to wait for the 80 to come in line. There we had the structure break. There we had the 80 coming above. Daily S1. So let's see. Let's see if she's gonna play ball with us today, or Kevin going very well, down almost 2.5 kilos from last week. Feeling good. The keto diet, I wouldn't say it's tough. I think it's just it's a complete change of your diet. So your diet becomes so part of who you are, and now all of a sudden it's like very low carb, higher fat, higher protein, but it's going very well. Goal ultimately is to lose 40 kgs, so down 2.5. So already, what is that? Not even, what is it, 5%? No, I'm talking shit. Yeah, 5% there. No, 2.5% there. Look ripped and chiseled. Lies, Kevin. Don't tell me those lies. Chris B, once we're back above Asia low. Ruben, no, once we test this Asia low level. So once we go into this level, I almost want to say once we tap into this zone, yeah, I'll go break even. Because remember, the order flow is still bearish here. The EMAs are all pointing down. We're trading below the daily pivot. So at any stage, can we still just reject and die down from here? This trade was purely taken, not purely, but what gave me confidence in this is DXY making a session high, breaking out of this consolidation. So that is the almost the kicker for this position. Do you always do one-to-one? Kevin, the reason I always do a one-to-one is this. If you look at the average daily range of a pair, every pair has got an average daily range that it will move. And this average daily range is from the high of the day to the low of the day. So let's say, for instance, your pair that you trade, the average daily range high to low is 50 pips. Now that 50 pips is you taking the trade at the low, closing at the high. Thank you so much, Kate. Opening at the low, closing at the high. So you want to basically just take a piece of that body, because you're not going to catch it at the low. You're not going to close at the high. Then if you start working those averages back, let's call it the meaty part of the trade is like 25 pips, because you're not going to catch the high, you're not going to catch the low. This I can catch more times than often. The 200 pip moves, how many times do you need to get stopped out before you catch a 200 pip move? But this is repeatable. I can grab my one-to-one and I can lock it in and take something from the market. This might happen, say, 3 times a month. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to set myself up for success in grabbing the pips where I can, because I told the guys on Saturday, do not be greedy, because just for you to even take a piece of the market, you're in the 1% of traders. So do not undermine your opponent here, which is your own psychology and the overall market. So take what you can. Don't try and be greedy. Unless you're a swing trader, great. But for me, what works is if I can grab my singles, if I keep grabbing these 1R trades at the end of the month, that basically adds into the pot where all of a sudden I maybe made 150 pips. I risk anywhere between 15 to 30k per trade on my personal account. So now if I made 5R or I made 10R, that's a nice 150k or 200k in the pot. So end of the day, you want to get paid here. You don't want to play around when it comes to trading. If you're not getting paid in trading, then there's much better hobbies to do. There's much less stressful things you can waste your time on. So yeah, Chad, I'm gonna go ahead and move my stops to break even on this trade. We're getting very close to this zone right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make this trade risk free. It is Monday. We had this this little spike to the downside, and we don't want to play around with another news headline potentially coming out and drilling us into the ground. So risk free on the trade. Let's see where she goes. Technically, if we are going to go bullish, we shouldn't find any problem getting through here. Or even if we start rejecting here, you'll see us start hugging this level like this, and then eventually we'll get through. So let's see, break even on the trade. Very good way to start the week, risk free. And there we go. That's the trade. Now we just literally wait. What time after London would you say sit on your hands and wait for US? Donnie, if we were ranging the first hour or 2 hours of the London session, sometimes I will wait that 1 more hour. Maybe there's that burst of volume like just after tea time in London. But usually I want to be in and out of the market the first 2 hours after the open. That's where the bulk of the volume comes in. After that, it's starting to like die down a bit. So sorry, Chris, I had a question about. Okay, thank you guys. The real deal in helping growing the young unemployed. All right, Chad. Let's see where she goes from here. Break free on the trade. Just gonna break free. I want to break free. Anyone know that? Anyways, we want that. Guys aren't ready for that. Alright, DXY on its way again to the upside. Beautiful. UJ now at this level. Again, let's see what we do. There, GJ still at the daily S1. Still cracking on the EJ as well. Starting to make somewhat of a pullback. Gold. I don't know where's Keegs. He's with Mo. I don't know if he took the gold sells here. But I think he wanted a retest on the 15 yard. No top wick on this 15. He wanted a retest of that zone. GU at this key level, daily pivot level as well. EU at the daily pivot, but weekly low, session low, daily low. As mentioned, this was going to be a tough one for EU to get through. I didn't get any chance to enter there, so only thing we've got here is UJ. Being greedy is a battle with us inner self, something we definitely struggle to win over on trading for sure. Yeah, here's the thing though with greed is, and again, if you understand wealth, if you understand compounding, there's no need for you to try and retire on one trade. If you understand that you can scale your trading, I talked about it. I didn't start feeling comfortable. I didn't start my trading 5 lots, 10 lots, 20 lots. I started like everyone else, 0.01. Then I progressed onto a 0.1. Then I still remember the first big step I made was like, 1 lot. Then I felt like an absolute animal. Like, flip, I'm a 1 lot trader. Then I went on to 3 lots. Then it was like, sheesh, this is now another big step up. Then I went to 5 lots. Up until where I peaked at 100 lots. Not last year, the year before. But again, that is the progression. You're not gonna be comfortable trading R1 million if you haven't made $1 million trading. That's the thing. So all about taking those baby steps. Keegs is just busy with Mo regarding the merch. We have to start getting quotes. Yesterday I had a meeting with Justin. Justin's helping us with the website. Hopefully before I don't want to say before the end of the month. We still have a lot to do. Hopefully website goes live. And then the merch, you guys will see that. Gave you guys a little bit of a sneak preview. And yeah, very excited for what we've got going on there. And then also we've got some surprises with the website as well. Bula on UJ, no Vince, not a good idea. Your advantage point was here, the 149. Because here's my thing though, that retest can do something like this, where it basically fakes out the guys trying to buy from you and then just die down. So in terms of being Monday, in terms of looking for the best probable setup, no. If you missed it, you missed it. Don't try and settle now for second best. This is second best. This is best. Second best, you want to get completely out of your arsenal. Still very early in the week, Vince. Still a lot of opportunity for us to do damage here. Keeks are told. What now?
Gold. Yeah, to be fair, I never got the retest.
No, I told him now. I said, if you look at the 15, no top wick. I said, I don't think you entered. You would have waited for that top wick.
That's what, sorry, I went to go eat because I was like, you know what, I'm not going to take all, I know what I want. I'm going to go eat. And I'll come back and see what's happened, but alright. Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, Chris, I'm sure you know even now with the training there, like when you're on your diets, guys, trust me, if you haven't eaten, I swear I start hallucinating.
Bro, so
Like, I need that food.
yesterday, Alsby made me wraps.
Yeah.
Just plain chicken wraps with some goat's cheese and lettuce. And I was so hungry, and I sat there and I ate it, and I'm like almost passing out. I'm like, this food is so good. She's like, but it's so plain. I'm like, yo, my body just needs this.
I need it. Don't worry about anything else.
Doesn't look good. It actually tasted great, if I'm honest. That goat's cheese slaps different. That goat cheese life is definitely... Some guys don't know about that goat cheese life.
Goat cheese.
That's what goats eat. I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, I lost all of you again. Alright, Chad, we are break free. I keep saying break free.
What do you take?
UJ.
Hey, my boy. The man's back.
Hey.
Guys, I told you this is going to be a good week.
I might go to Balenciaga later.
Where's your horn?
No.
Are you okay?
We're
you
not
seem a
gonna.
bit quiet here.
No. The horns, yeah. We don't want to do any premature. It's
fine. You know, Chris. If you hit TP, I think you can pull out Billy. It's been a while since Billy's made an appearance.
I ate that brother's milk. Cheese. Nou laat jy my dink aan die koshuis daar as jy terug by die huis kom is alles lekker. Yo, Ruben. Chad, if you haven't been in the hostel, you wouldn't know. So the thing that damaged me mentally for a lot of years at the hostel was we had vet cooker gigs.
Yeah.
But they made the mince separately.
Okay.
In these stainless steel dishes. Am I lying if I told you that there was this much, Chad, this much oil that we literally, I think we took out like 8 cups of oil. Then we started like pressing that mince together to get like some of that other oil out. Like it looked like we were basically servicing a car with all the oil. And And after that, I was like, bro, no mints for me. I don't know if that was donkey mints or I don't know.
That sounds a bit
Yeah,
rough there.
bro. The hostel shish. When you were at Western Province, what did you boys eat like?
No,
in
we
the-
ate five course meals.
Really? So
Yeah, like-
okay, so you
No,
don't
but
have
keep-
to.
so we on site where the academy and SAS and all that is, you've got full on restaurants. So the chefs are basically ready. So they make our breakfast, they make our lunch, our supper. So you just come in and it's full buffet.
Oh, so you
you
never,
just-
you guys never had to make your own food.
You make your own food over the weekends.
Weekends,
Over the
yeah.
weekends, you only get lunch and supper. So your breakfast you make yourself, and obviously throughout the day, any snacks, stuff like that, you make it yourself.
Nila, I'm in the UJ trade. So I actually took it once we had this break here, because then the 80 was above the 200. So once we had this break here, and while this candle was pulling back, I executed the nil. I remember when I said I'm just literally waiting for the 80 to get above the 200. So
As you say, guys, DXY going for that gap fill. At this close, it's going for that gap fill.
is there a gap?
Yeah, there's a gap. Remember what I spoke about this
hectic.
morning?
Yeah.
You going for that gap fill.
Yeah.
At that point, you've tested the EQ now. That little bearish candle, that was the exact test on the EQ, and you rejected it hard. So DXY is going to start pumping again.
Hey, Craig. No, bro. My auntie tweetie by Marla het my ook, dude, hulle het my baie beskadig met die... Chad, just to give you an idea, I think it was on Tuesdays, was like the... When you get spoiled, you get a cooked egg. Keeks, that the tomato sauce not run off the egg when you put it on it. Like literally...
man.
It's literally like you throw your tomato sauce on and it like slides off the egg, like next to the egg. The amount of oil they use in that place, I think, is actually, if the health department had to pop in there, it will be like these kids will have cholesterol before the age of 15. Bro, oil was like the main, we were running like engines there, my dude. Yo, we were engines, my bro. Missed that entry. We'll see what we do at Asia lows in testing trade.
These boys, don't trust them.
What? Did you not take the trade?
No, I'm busy doing things here.
To be fair, like, he actually has, like, the work he's been in is proper. It's
Really?
proper.
What
You think for the proper work I'm giving out. You're gonna look at it and do.
But what is it? The merch though, or
No,
for the
the-
layouts?
The opener, the loading screen.
Show my boy.
No, it's fine. It's
Show
fine.
my
I'll take it for
boy.
You need this handshake.
I needed it. Chad, I needed
He's
it.
climbing out of the hole now.
I'm down to
Chad, I need it. I need this win. I just need this now to run and hit TP.
How much? Wait. How much is the? Where is your TP?
Asia Oz.
How much? That's like what?
No, it's
2
20,
hours?
20 pips.
Oh, is it only
Not-
20
yeah,
pips?
it's
Oh.
20. It looks a
Oh,
lot.
it looks like massive.
Yeah.
what other bangers do you guys catch?
No, it's only this. Keegan was waiting for a retest on gold. He didn't get a retest on gold.
We said this close, and I just said I wanted the retest, and you can see I never got any retest.
I'm not mad at you. Look fine.
So
My boarding school, and which boarding school were you, my brother? Our boarding school food was,
actually hold on. You know which boarding school had the best food?
St Andrews.
St Andrews.
Yeah,
When you go play there, especially for the first team, Nah, under 16 A start playing. Our first team boys come lunchtime.
Okay, bro, but have you
Yes,
seen their
yes.
school fees? They've got one of the highest school fees per student in the country. I think
Yeah.
like top 5.
the food was
Woodridge.
good.
Oh, Woodridge. Oh, Woodridge's also quite bougie. No, the food at Donald Pinar in the hostel was more suited for car engines. You could throw that mince like into the head. It was very, very suited for car engines. Your car would run smooth and it would give like a nice smell. Almost like a restaurant. Michael House food slapped your fart son. No, man, Chad, come on. No, Donald Pinar, bless the ladies' souls that worked. Keegs, what's your next gold move you're eyeing? Just gonna throw over to Keegan's screen. Look,
Honestly,
that's a straight move down. You might need to wait for that pullback to Asia
thing
highs
is, yeah.
again.
So my thing is, I don't know if you get that pullback. Obviously, my alert's there. I'm waiting, but if anything, I'm either gonna have to take from Asia lows, the break of Asia lows. Look at getting a re-entry there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look at the support. The support's been holding 2020 forever, so I think when we break that, we're gonna get a nice pump of volume. But that's probably it for me.
Benjamin, make sure you're trading the right instrument. So if you're on your desktop terminal, make sure that you right click there by your market watch, right click and show all, because a lot of times those first couple of symbols, that's just purely like price feeds. You can't trade them. So it's not your meta trader. I think you're not on the right symbol. And then if your broker has a suffix to the symbol like USD JPY point A, make sure that you've got USD JPY point A. So it's not your meta trader. Chad, we can get to 150 likes. If we can get to 150, we're gonna be doing a giveaway in this session. Let's pump up those likes to 150, and we'll do two giveaways. We'll do 2 giveaways. Let's run those likes to 150, and let's grab a nice TP as well. Vince, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Okay, no, I can't say Vince can't enter. If it's his luck, if he wins again. But then again, Chad, it goes to show that good things will follow people with a good attitude and a work ethic. So if Vince wins again, how many times have we had it that guys have won like multiple times on stream?
Yeah.
And again, it's like that little clip this morning where if you start changing what's coming out of here, maybe your life will change, because what you focus on is what's going to become strong. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're constantly focusing on the negative, then that is where the energy is going to go. It's all going to be negative. But if you start focusing on the positives, the opportunities, everything, then your entire mindset shifts, and your entire perception of what you're going through
Yeah,
shifts.
there goes gold. Gold shit in the bed now. Oh, you know that's weird because DXY was actually rejecting for a bit.
If I just had a funded account, imagine that. This thing looks like it ran 390 pips and it's only 12.4 pips. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's say, for instance, anyone... I'm going to test the character of the chat here. Let's say anyone that's already won. You can take the account if you win again. Or you can double it up and pay it forward. Hackies?
Yo, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's actually let's actually do it this way. Today's giveaway. Whoever wins, you can... So we're going to do 2 giveaways. The first one, there could be like 10 giveaways here in a row. So the first one, if you win, you've got the opportunity to say, listen, yeah, I'm not going to take it. I want to double it up and pay it forward. Up until we get somebody that says, nah, bro, I'm taking this thing. Keeks, what do you think? And then the second one, we're not going to put that pressure on you.
Yeah. No, I think that's cool. I like that.
Look, there's no judgment if you say, listen, yeah, I'm taking the account and I'm running. But I would love for us to double that thing up to the max. And let's say we get to the max. The max is $100,000. If we get to the max, then what we're going to do is we're going to do 20 account giveaways. If the guy gets the max allocation and it says pay it forward, then we're going to do 25k giveaways. So now everybody's going to pay it forward. Okay, let me get a piece of paper so we can get this show on the road. 40 more likes, guys. We've got 195, guys. Let's 41 more likes. That I believe in the chat. You guys can easily do that. Let's bump it up. If anyone wants to donate the funded, there's a charity called the Jordan Stevenson. All right, let me get a piece of paper here. Can I actually use my phone, Keeks, because I think we're going to run out of paper here.
Yeah. I actually quickly just go drop the reel here quickly.
Okay. Come on, chat. 150 likes. I know you guys can do it. Let's do it. Let me just get slow mode going here. Let's see if the Chad has got that Samaritan spirit in them. Let's see if the Chad, if we've got some Samaritans in the Chad here this morning. Might be a long session with the giveaways, or it might be very quick. Okay, let's just go here. Oh, here's the one still from the last time. Let me just erase this. Okay. Keeks, you kick it off with a number here for me. Let me just give you the phone here. Okay, chat. Keegs is gonna kick us off with a number there on the phone. Then I'm gonna do the second one.
Any range.
Yeah, any range.
Are you writing both there on the screen or just one at a time?
No, you can write. So I'm gonna put next to you. So whatever, if you do 11, I'll put 7.
Okay.
So you can either put 1 and I'll put 27. Alrighty, Chad. Alrighty. Okay. Keegs, there's the number, my brother.
Okay.
Okay, Chad. As soon as I click start, the range is 0 to 100, and the giveaway is live, brothers. Go 0 to 100. Let's see who's the first winner here. 0 to 100. All right, Donnie C, beautiful. Donnie C, okay, stop it right there. Donnie C, as you can see, 77, Chad. Okay, let's pause it there, Donnie. Donnie C, my brother. Do you wanna take the $5,000 funded account challenge, or do you wanna double it up and pay it forward?
Edgar, I got it first on my side.
Edgar, but we're seeing it here, my brother. No, Donnie C, Donnie C, I can clearly see his first here.
Yeah, there were still like 2 people before yours came through, Ed.
Yeah.
Because obviously for you, I think you typed it and then it sends, but we receive them all at the same time.
Okay, let's just see, Donnie. Double up, pay forward, Donnie, or are you taking it? No pressure, my brother.
Quick question: when we say double up, are we meaning as in now we just give away 2 5,000?
No,
or
no,
do we
no.
double
So
up and make it a 10?
the account size doubles.
The account size doubles. Okay.
Okay, let's hear from Donnie.
Is Donnie still there?
Donnie, my brother, I think he's still waiting that 20 seconds. I need chat. Oh, chat again, Donnie. No judgment here. Donnie, do me, Donnie, do me a favor. Just go onto Vault Funder. Just listen very carefully here to the process. Go onto Vault Funder. Hereby log in. All you need to do is create one. So create your account. Send me a screenshot of your YouTube account, just where you logged into your YouTube account, so I can see the name Donnie C. And send me your email address you used to register your Vault Funder account. My IG handle is in the description of this video. Okay. So next number here for the next giveaway. Okay, Keeks, up to you, my brother. Okay. Okay, Donnie not paying it forward, but again, no judgment, no harm done here. Okay, Chad, on to the next giveaway. I think we again gonna give you the opportunity to double it up and pay it forward, but well done, Donnie C. Chad, next giveaway is the ranges between 200 and 300, and we are live, brothers. Let's go 200 to 300. Let's see what we get. Between 200 and 300, Chad.
Who's gonna get it?
Let's see. Oh, Fulmer Claassen coming out of the woodworks here this morning. Fulmer, welcome, brother. Jason. Jaden.
Yeah,
Jaden. Okay, Jaden Lentour, brother. Okay, giveaway is done, guys. Jaden Lentour.
Alright, the big question, Jaden.
Jaden, question here today is, do you want to double up that account to a $10,000 one and pay it forward and we do another giveaway? Or are you going to take that account and run? That is the question. Again, guys, remember, if we double it up to the max allocation, we're giving away $25,000 accounts. So
Remember, guys, keep just saying that, like, if you are doubling it up, you still get a shot again. So
yeah.
you can still win the bigger account.
So just let's
your
just
try to reach is not available.
Jaden Lentour, here's the question. Let's see. We're gonna do a giveaway every day in the mornings, and let's see if we can.
Oh, come on, guys.
I'm
the
taking.
counter.
Shit.
The other guys. No
Okay.
one in this chat flipping. Yes, yes.
Okay, Jaden. So Chad, Jaden, and Donnie C. Jaden, you know the process. 241, Chad. Sorry, man. There's the number 241. Jaden, well done, my brother. Chad, we're gonna do a giveaway every day this week, and let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can double it up until the max allocation. But the boys are hungry.
Yes, yes. It's all about, guys. Plant it now and reap the rewards later.
Boys are
These boys
hungry.
are just like, they will take the seed. They will run with the seed. They don't need to plant it.
These boys are eating the seed. I'm like, it's like, here's the seed. Like, if we plant it, it could grow into something big. It's like, nah, we taking it. No, but listen, guys, no judgment. We said it is your seed to either give or eat. Like, we've put our seed out. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, they guys. I love how guys are still sending numbers.
Yeah, chat numbers. We done. I would have loved to see how many people. So okay, so nobody paying it forward. Yeah, shush, Chad.
Yeah. I thought our community, you guys are gonna give back.
No, these boys are ruthless, my dude. It's like, give back for what? Chad, UJ, nice pullback here. Basically break even. Can't really hold the trade. What
Jake
now?
Jordan.
I'll DM you guys tomorrow what number you should use. Then we start top plan. Remember this little zone I talked about here? So we got through it, and now we again, Vince, that's why I said this thing can still just plunge to the downside. If you look at GJ again going for those lows, EJ as well already breaking those lows. So either UJ is going to follow suit.
It's on my screen.
Oh shit, is it still on your screen? Sorry, man. Let me just go here. Chad, here's that zone. So didn't lock anything in. Can't really lock in 10 pips and be happy with that. Trade is risk free. This is the zone where we need to find support and hold. If we cannot, that's fine. I'll hit the break even. I'm not gonna squirm over, what is this, 5 pips? Yeah. So no paying forward today, boys. Eating the seed. That's also fine. Who is Chad? Aline. It's actually chat. So when we refer to chat, but we just say Chad, it's like a streamers thing. So you say Chad. It's actually chat. Like the chat. You guys in the chat. Okay, Alian. Alian, yes, Stoter.
I am Chad. It's actually crazy. I mean, what, we 150 subscribers away from 6K.
Yeah, it's been a absolute grind and a journey. But I have to say it's been very fulfilling, Keeks.
No, it really has.
Even that session at no stage on Sunday, that I feel like, oh flip, now I have to go and talk to guys on a Sunday about trading. Even Keeks as well. Like that 2 hours flew by for me personally. It doesn't feel like 2 hours at Keeks when you're sharing information about trading.
No, it's not. It just goes by so quickly.
Giga Chad, y'all saw the Putin? No, not yet. I must still watch it. There's a maintenance company in my area called the Chad. I lag every time I see them drive past. I
think
know
he
you
means
laugh.
luck.
I know. That's just me taking out his Pepe, Paul, Shiv, Giga Chad. Gigs, you know what I realized is before daylight savings, we were streaming 3.5 hours per stream,
Yeah.
and now we're only doing 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
The joys, eh? Guys, I promise you, if Chris would live on the stream.
I don't mind it, but I think it just starts to feel late when you're on the stream. Like you're ready. Like if you come here at 7, 2.5 hours, you're ready here. Then you get onto the stream. Then by the time 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock hits, it's like you almost feel like you've got a day behind you already.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to once we revert the clocks back,
Yeah, no, I actually also am.
because then you guys are starting at 3. We'll be starting at 8:30 again. Damn, Chad, I messed up my chart list. You become so used to it now. Everything's jumbled up here on the right. Where's UJ? Okay, there's UJ, US30, NAS, gold, USR. We're gonna put there. EJ, GJ. UJ down here, German 30 down here as well. Alright, Chad, I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick. Let's see what UJ does here. First time on your stream, subscribe. Where you guys trade from? Dr. Trade, we are trading from Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape, South Africa. The place where hulle weet nie wat ons eet of weet nie. I'll see you guys now.
Yo, I'm still bleak, guys. We're gonna get in this gold trade. Ish. DXY seeming to battle a bit at that daily pivot, but again, we said, I mean, again, analysis playing out perfectly to go trade up for that EQ and pivot. Gold, yeah, at this point in time, I'm either going to have to look at Asia lows, or I'm going to be looking at that support zone at 2020. Definitely still bearish, so I think if we do break that, because we've battled to break it, so if we do break that 2020, I think we will see a nice bit of volume pumping. So yeah, I'm just keeping my eyes out for that. I don't know if we'll see it now, maybe New York session. I think we might get, personally, I think we might get a little bit of rejection off Asia lows and then that push down. But we'll just see what happens. Sorry, Chad, just trying to sort something out here quickly.
Okay. Yeah, Keith, so you guys aren't. Currently, it's still for 4. Chad, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, man. No stream this afternoon. Load shedding at 4, unfortunately. No stream, and then also no, okay, not no opening bell stream, but we're gonna start after.
Yeah, Chris is. I think you just have to start early.
Do you think I should start early?
You can at least give them an analysis. If anything. Yeah.
So it's at 10. Let me just see the group here. Chad, just give me a second. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we start early so we can at least do the. So it's at 10 tomorrow. Are we gonna start at 9 then, Keeks?
Tomorrow. Well, I'm the Joe, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I won't be
Okay,
here in the morning, yeah.
So it'll most probably be me and Jev. So tomorrow's stream, just keep. Let me just make a note here for you guys. No NYSE today. And then tomorrow morning, opening bell starting at 9. And then we're gonna be optimistic. Maybe they don't switch us off. Bro, but it's been a slow start to the year in terms of trading and in terms of volume.
Yeah, but as I think Feb. I mean, Jan's always crap. And then Feb, and like I said, having a week like this where basically every day you're gonna have some big stuff coming out. I think that's what the markets needed, because in the past, like literally the last 2 weeks, that was the situation we were having. Was we would have like one big news event in a week, and then the other 4 days the markets are
Nothing.
they're trying to
Yeah.
like do something, but they can't, because a lot of the pairs are like range bound, and they don't have anything to bring that volume into like really help them break those ranges. So I think going into this week, that's going to be the difference maker. Because if you think of it, like the pound pairs, a lot of them are in a range. They can break free because there's a lot of pound news coming out this week. The dollar and gold being also quite range bound definitely can break through this week. Your yen pairs can break away. Okay, to be fair, they broke away last week. So we definitely can see those markets start trending a bit again.
Keeks, is it safe to say that the theme song for the week is going to be Queen, I Want to Break Free? Is that, are we agreeing on that's the theme song for the market?
No, that's cool.
All right, Chad. Theme for the week is I Want to Break Free. I don't know if you guys know Queen, but geez, I have a serious question. I make a steady, consistent income from trading monthly, but I'm so young and have no idea what to do with my excess income after paying rates, car insurance. Difficult answer, but like some insight after paying rates. Okay, firstly, do you have any outstanding debt? So my thing always, if I chat to somebody, let me maybe while we wait here for this trade to play out. So here's the thing. You have to look at rate differentials. And this is maybe a good time to chat about this. So your interest rate on debt is very high. We can all agree, even like if you look at car, could be anywhere between 10 to 15%. So then I have people that say, oh, Chris, I want to invest money, this and that. And I'm like, what is your debt like? Because on an investment, and I'm talking like a high risk investment, like an equity feeder fund, you are most likely going to get anywhere between 8, and I'm talking now like in a 5-year term, anywhere between 8 to 12% gain. So there's a net differential here of about 3%. So your investment growth is being chowed up by your interest payments here. So let's call it that delta R here. So you can't really invest money while you've got major debt. And I'm not talking about like a car. If you use your car for business, that's obviously expense. I'm talking about like credit card debt, like clothing debt, like you've got clothing accounts, like little stuff, not a house and all of that. You can't just pay off a house when you start your career. So firstly, debt, you want to try and get debt out of your life. Then secondly, if you've got extra income, you need to put that into a vehicle that's going to generate cash flow for you. And what I talk about cash flow is if you invest into a stock that gives you dividends, that dividend is basically cash flow because it's giving you free cash that you can then reinvest into that stock. So then you start looking at stocks that have a dividend and a dividend yield, and then you can start reinvesting that dividend there. That is most probably the only way, I think, if you've got some extra income, what you can do. And then later on, if you start having, say, a certain amount of money and you see a very good opportunity for property, all of my properties in the past that I've bought are sold for a profit. Then you can start looking at, say, maybe putting a deposit down on a property, and then you put down, say, 50% deposit, and let's say it's a million rand. You have to pay back, say, 5k a month to the bank, and you get, say, 10k in rent. So there's technically a 5k differential. And then what you do is you pay that off against the equity that you still own, or the debt. So then you try and pay off that home loan debt, say, in 5 years. Then after 5 years, you've got one property cash. And then this is where it becomes fun. You then use that property that is cash. Let's put it here. Let's call it your cash property. You use that cash property as collateral. You go to the bank, you say, listen, I want to buy another property. The bank's going to loan you the money. You put that on a home loan. Then let's call it your, what is it? Not renters, the guys that lease. So let's call it lease payer 1. Lease payer 1 technically pays for your interest or your debt on the second home. Debt 2, let's just call it debt 2, and then you still have your lease payer 2, which you can use those funds to pay off the equity amount. So remember, your first 10 years of your home loan, you're just paying the interest. You haven't even delved into the equity part of it. So then lease payer 2, and then it maybe pays off that debt. And then maybe it takes you 3 years to pay off that second home. And then what you do is now you've got 2 cash properties. Now all of a sudden you've got 2 properties cash. And you just daisy train it. And now you've got 2 cash properties. Now you go to the bank, you collateralize these 2, and you say, A, F and B, whoever, I want to buy 2 more properties. And now you see where I'm going. I actually did a spreadsheet, I must find it. I was quite deep into this. Obviously took some knocks in my life, but And then you start daisy training it there up until you get to a stage where you are paying off one house every year. One house cash every year. And that's how you build cash flow to the point where all of these properties, all of the rental you get in starts paying you a salary, and you can start diversifying, investing. But yeah, that is how I would do it. What me and Keegan have planned, we'll actually have sessions like that. We're gonna do also almost like a self-development boot camp where it's literally those 3 F's and more: your finances, your fitness, your faith, your mental well-being, all of that. Me and Keegan actually chatted almost an hour on Sunday, Keeks.
Yeah.
Where it's like that case of if you're not fit, if you're not healthy, like all of that's gonna filter through into your trading, into your relationships, into all other aspects of your life. Bro, buying gold. Hey, Sayed Jamal.
Sure. Good luck, brother.
Buying gold. All right. We bearish weekly, bearish daily, my brother. So I don't know what to tell you on the buys. Just good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
With you giving us value, remind me of Tyron from Tyron BFX. He also speaks about property in his group. Might be a good guy. I've asked him Brian. The guy's in a world of his own. I've asked him multiple times on IG. So blessed Tyron soul, but yeah. Mario Valyak will maybe I'll do another session. Me and Keegan, obviously, I don't think Keegan is also, I sometimes forget Keegan is still also very young, but we might go through that journey, the entire thing of how to start a business, how to register a business, tax. Keeks, we can actually pilot 2G's trading because it's a new business we're registering.
Yeah.
We can actually maybe document. That's actually some good content. Show you guys what's the process.
Like, I mean, some things I don't think we'd be actually allowed to record, but like the thing is, we literally could have Mo follow us around with a camera and do some of the stuff we had to do.
I'm very interested in that. Give me some ideas. What can we call that, Keeks? What can we call that / business development, personal development, spiritual development?
Sure.
I think it's something both myself and Keegan's very passionate about. So we'll think, guys. Give us some names.
Limitless minds.
Holy Trinity. Okay, something it also needs to be relevant, eh? So can't be like Cookie Club and it's like we're trying to demasculate. What do they call it? Like we wanna be proud of being men and masculine and being that strong figure. So can't call it the Cookie Club. Donnie C, have to listen, my brother. I said Instagram message, not Discord. Please, my brother. I know you're excited, but if you listen carefully.
But he's saying he cannot message you.
On Instagram, that's impossible.
Yeah, he can't send you a DM.
Then I might have blocked you, my brother. I hope you weren't one of those guys that asked me for money. Yeah, Chad, here's my thing. If you're gonna ask money, it's an insta block. Sorry, like we've all gone through stuff. Everybody's got a sad story. it's all great, but please don't ask me for money. Like, don't put me into that spot. Back in the day, I would have entertained it, but if I have to give money,
Invitation sent because of previous messages. So I think he's just in your like inviting. You have to go accept
okay.
For him to send you that message. Yeah. Yeah, guys, he's Mr. Popular nowadays. So it's hard to get hold of this man.
no man, lies. Yeah. Keeg say, here's my thing. And me and Keegan also discussed it. That's one thing. Like, you have to be down and out to ask somebody for money. But
Yeah.
firstly, I will never ask a stranger for money. And if I have to ask, let's say I'm going through something, it obviously needs to be very bad for me to go to Keegan and say, Keegan, hey bro, borrow me some money. But I'm not going to go to Keegan and say, bro, borrow me 10,000 Rand. I'm going to say, Keegs, this is my plan. This is when I'm going to pay you back. If I don't pay you back, this is the idea I've got. I'll sell my car, whatever, boom, boom. You don't come with the story like, oh, my sister's husband kicked his toe and then I fell off a tree and this and that. Please.
Yeah.
You got to get out of that mindset.
Yeah, like you're not interested in that. I think at the end of the day, guys, think of it as like you have to have like a business proposal.
When I was down and out, nobody even knew I was down and out. I was carrying that shit on my own, Chad. I was the dude making plans there, hustling. Nobody even ever knew I was basically going through stuff. Like, nobody, not even my wife. And now you can say, oh, Chris, why didn't you tell your wife this and that? Why do I need my wife to carry that burden? As a man, there's some burdens you carry on your own. Why do you need two people stressing about something? Like, I already told myself I've got a plan. I'm going to execute the plan, and this is what I'm going to do. You don't always have to kumbaya in a circle and me and Keegan chat here about, oh, Keegs, it's so bad, bro. And Keegs is like, oh, I'm also going through such a bad thing. It's like, all right, you're going through a bad thing. What's wrong? What are you going to change? Okay, you're going to change that. Great. Let's quickly kumbaya for 5 minutes here, and then it's done. Then we start executing. But that kumbayaing one another, and that's not going to change anything in your life. That feeling sorry, oh, the world is against, like, bro, no. I've been there. Edgar almost sent Yeah, Keeks, I don't know how you feel about it, but I know you also very strong-minded. You're not...
Yeah, no. I always say to people, if you got yourself into that situation, you best know you better be able to get yourself out of it. And I always say, you know what, that whole thing of it's difficult times make strong people. So it's all about how you handle it. If you can figure it out, make a way, get out of it. If you have to eat 2 minute noodles or hot dogs for the rest of the month, for 2 months, that's what you're doing. If you're not getting to go out and have drinks with your friends and things like that, that's what you're doing. If this is your decisions in life you are making, other people don't need to suffer because of your consequences. So you get yourself out of it, and I promise you also, when you do get out of it, it will benefit you 100 times more in the growth, the personal growth you're going to have doing that.
Yeah, I was back in the day that guy that would have kumbaya'd with you for a long while, and I've seen that's not going to change anything. That's why people that are close to me know there's also no such thing as, oh, we cannot. Keeks, in this office, there's no such thing as, oh, we cannot. It's literally like, okay, we maybe don't know how, but we're gonna
figure it out.
We're gonna start figuring stuff out now.
But I think that's just the thing, you got to grind in here where, and again, we spoke about surrounding yourself with those people. I think that also makes a difference, that when you are in that hole, and if you're in that hole, the people around you aren't going to bail you out unless they see like, okay, shit's really got bad, we will help. But until then, it's more, they will help you get out of it yourself, give you the tools you need to do it. I think that's the same thing with the office. We see the potential in each other to build each other up.
Chad, I don't think maybe while we wait here, I'm gonna tell you a little story. So there was a guy years ago. I think I just started working. Was in a local church. Was a home cell leader, and he was on my follow-up list. And I phoned the guy, and I'm like, "Bro, do you want to join us one Wednesday for home cell?" And he's like, "Hey man, I would love to join." Didn't tell me a long sad story, just said I'm down from Cape Town, I don't have transportation, whatever, I'm starting to get back on my feet again. He's like, do I mind picking him up every Wednesday, like after work? He'll chill there at my house while we set up. Home cell starts at 7. I'm like, cool. And he lived in a garage, and I'm not even lying to you. He's got a friend in Algoa Park. I don't know if you know, Algoa Park is not like an affluent area. It's like your lower LSM. I literally parked in front of the house, and I phoned him. Did that man not pull open the garage? There's literally a bed in there. Come out, literally, and I'm like, okay. And I pick him up, and he tells me, no, listen, he's gone through some stuff. He technically only has the clothes on his back, and literally he said, I don't even have a teaspoon to my name. But he's an electrician. He's got his trade. He knows how to work. Started at the church. Asked the pastor, listen, I'm still looking for work. Is there anything like handyman stuff around the church you want me to do? Like, I'm keen to work. Did like little odd jobs. Got a job at BJ Electrical here in Port Elizabeth. Within 2 years' time, that man had 4 people working for him. He had 4 of those Hyundai trucks. At the end of the day, he moved back to Cape Town, doing very well. I've seen, every now and again I see him. He's got cars again, he's got bikes, whatever, but he came to Port Elizabeth with literally nothing, staying in somebody's garage. This is not stories that I heard on a podcast. This is me seeing somebody going from where they were to where they are now. And that is, there wasn't a thing of this guy had the drive. He said like, bro, I'm down and out now, but I'm going to keep on fighting. And how he basically within 2 years changed his life completely to owning his own business, having people work for him. And that doesn't come from, he could have been that guy, Chris, I'm living in this garage, can you give me this, give me that? No. He said, bro, if you can just pick me up, but I want to be in that environment. And then still I told my wife, like after 3 weeks, and I got comfortable. It's like, I have to go and pick up this guy again. And then after work, I lived in Blue Water Bay. I had to basically drive all the way back to Algoa Park to drop the guy off. And then I got convicted in my own heart, and I'm like, okay, this is not for me. Like, I've got the means, I've got the car, this is changing the guy spiritually. This guy is spiritually hungry. That's the least I can do. So put my pride aside, pick up the guy on a Wednesday, dropped him off again on a Wednesday. And again, I don't want any accolades or anything like, oh, Chris, this and that. No, but it's just his story motivated me to see somebody change their life around. Which current is this one? This is UJ. This is the UJ current we're on. You'll see here we did a little pull out. There you can see UJ 5-minute time frame. Keys, have you seen somebody that turned their life around?
Yeah. I'm saying it's crazy when you see people do it.
And you know what, I've gone through a lot of podcasts, and all of these successful people, you know what's the one thing they have in common? They all went through trauma at either one stage in their life when they were a child, either being molested, being abused. They didn't have a great upbringing, and that's where that hunger comes from to say, like, listen here, this is bigger than myself. I'm not going to put my family into that situation. I'm not going to put my kids into that situation. So even Elon Musk, I don't know if you guys know, Elon Musk was like bullied. His father was a terrible father. His father abused him. At school, he was weird. People didn't want to hang out with him. He got murdered a lot because he was a nerd. He only wanted to read and stuff. He was in Pretoria Boys High. And Keegan will tell you the Pretoria. I'm laughing now, but anyways, like, most of these guys didn't have it easy. And that's why they will outwork you. That's why they will outlast you. Because you came from comfort. You've got that backstop. You've got that family member or that mom or that dad that can bail you out so you're comfortable. You're always operating on this level of, I've got it out. There's that plan B and C and D if I don't make it. These guys only had one plan.
Yeah, here's a quick question. I'll purely just because you said that. I saw this in the week. The guys were talking about like most famous people from certain countries, and like over all the years. And the one was South Africa. Now they drew it down to two people, and obviously this claims a bias thing. But who do you think is more famous from South Africa? The most famous person from South Africa, Nelson Mandela or Elon Musk?
I think Elon.
Hey, I also said Elon.
But Nelson is obviously
He's
he's a figure. He's almost
he's a
like
figure, and I'd say he's an important part in what happened in South Africa in our history. But I think Elon's a more famous person.
who was the more famous?
Well, they said
Nelson.
it comes down to two. If you had to ask specifically South Africans,
It's
I
Nelson
feel it would
and
be
Elon.
Nelson.
Yeah.
But if you're talking throughout the whole world, I'd say more people are actually more aware of who Elon is than who Nelson Mandela was. Hey, I'd also say Elon. Everyone knows Elon. Everyone knows Tesla. It's just...
Yeah, and also Elon is breaking like boundaries. If you look at SpaceX, first
I must say,
space.
it's still dope to say the richest man in the world is a South African.
Not anymore.
Who overtook him now?
Arnold's the guy that owns Louis Vuitton, all those.
Yes, yeah.
Let's quickly see the guy from, I think it's LVH Group.
Yeah, they bought him. So it was like I think it's like 8 of like the biggest brands in the world.
Yeah.
Are all under his like umbrella. Yeah.
Let's quickly see.
He's got Gucci. He's got Hermes. He's got Louis Vuitton. He's got Chanel.
Let's quickly
there's,
see.
yes,
Bernard Arnold and
Yeah.
family. 220 billion. Elon, 201. Jeff.
Yeah.
My boy Zach, Larry Ellison, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Larry Page, Steve Ballmer. I think Steve Ballmer was one of the co-founders of Apple, if I'm not mistaken. Owner Steve Ballmer. Oh, sorry, he was the CEO of Microsoft. Sorry, I know one of these
Apple
guys.
is Steve Jobs and
There was a Sergey Brin. Who the hell is this? President of Alphabet, so Google. Okay. Sheesh. All right. You've got it, Chad.
Bloomberg.
Guatam, Michael Dell, Jim Walton and family, Rob Walton and family. There are a lot of Waltons in the top 50, my bro.
But it's crazy how much it still jumps though, hey? Like this is still like your top 50 and that, and these guys are at like 40, but then when you get to like the top 3, it's like 200.
Bro, it's like, it's all, we talked about relativity where you'll be like, oh, in my trading journey, I've lost 4 million rand. Elon Musk literally lost $57 billion in a day.
Yeah.
With the valuation of X going down by almost 80%.
That's crazy, eh?
It's all relative. How do you feel, bro? Elon gives zero. Would be lovely not having worry about money. Yeah, bro. I think it would. But again, it comes down to that worry about money is what wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I think I had a chat with the other young entrepreneur, and I told him there was a stage in my entrepreneurial journey where you are comfortable. Money is not your worry, but you go into limp mode. And you go into this mode of almost relaxation. You're not as hungry anymore for it. You pitch up to the office late. You call in sick easily, or if you didn't sleep well, you'll sleep in. And that's the killer. That's where I almost want to say the money side is what drives you. But yeah, that's just would be David Matthews Band. It's generation specific, I rate, but it's a close race. I'm an old boy, went to PBHS. Oh, David. Did you ever see Elon, or was he way before you? I love Elon, guys. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I love the dude. I honestly love Elon.
Nah, I'm the same.
You also dig him.
Yeah, sick.
I think because he's also a little bit weird and quirky, and he's got a sense of humor as well, and his work ethic. Chad, that guy's got a work ethic like it's nobody's business. That guy's got a work ethic of note. Alright, Chad, I haven't eaten. Markets are literally, I'm just keeping this at break even. I'm not going to touch it. If it goes to break even, fine. But nothing has urged me to close out this trade. AD is bullish. DXY is basically going for, I think that gap not yet closed, but again, UJ still has some ground to catch up, so break free. We'll take this win, even if it's a break free. Break. I feel like we just want the market to break free. That's why Keegan also said this week the markets are breaking free. Go and listen to Queen. I want to break free. That's the theme song for the week. But Chad, again, thank you so much. Congrats to the winners. I don't think there was anything else. We shared the analysis here. We said gold is bearish on the day. We said Keegan actually shared his analysis here. He didn't get his entry. But at no stage did we say try and look for buys. Everything was pointing bearish. So I hope that analysis helped. US30 as well, bearish on the day. Here's the key level, Asia low, so I hope you don't try and buy from here. But overall, I would say it was a win with the analysis. I feel it was a good execution here on UJ as well. Whether it plays out, we'll see. Big thing to note, 4 o'clock, no NYSE stream, unfortunately, load shedding clapping us. Tomorrow morning starting at 9, the opening bell. We'll be doing giveaways this entire week. And again, just want to thank you guys so much. Didn't even get to 150 likes. So if you have not done so, just 12 more likes. Let's pop it to 150. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Keegan, again, thank you so much for joining me, brother.
Always, brother.
Early day for you today. So I hope we actually have a lot of stuff to do, me and Keegs, with the merch, with the website, all of that. So, Chad, Monday, first session of the week. Don't get yourself into trouble. Entire week ahead of you. Take it easy. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Really thank you for joining here. Remember, Trading Alchemy at 1 o'clock. Yes, with Jeff. Jeff, how do they get involved there? Do you have a link you can share? Javan is teaching Trading Alchemy. Jeff, share a link here that I can share, my brother. Or WhatsApp it to me, Telegram it to me. Just waiting for my boy Jev. Keegs, any closing remarks?
Yeah, guys, I think it's Monday. As much as the markets are starting to move nicely, it's still very, very early for the week. I think luckily, keep in mind, you got the big daddy CPI tomorrow. And then after that, depending if CPI can bring out some shockers, that can definitely set the tone for the rest of the week for some beautiful, beautiful setups. So, yeah, still early days. Guys, I hope you're ready for it. Don't try and rush things. Don't always chase that 1 minute of glory. It's not what trading is about. I can promise you that. But, yeah, let's stick it out. And let's see if we can close in the blues.
The blues. Thanks, Chad. There's the link. 1 o'clock with Jev, my boy. Passcode if needed. Jev, you can just accept him. But there's the passcode, Chad. I'll let this run for a little bit. Keegs, again, thank you so much, Chad. Big week ahead. Let's keep it lean. Let's keep it clean. And let's stay focused. See you guys tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to cry point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on the full moon. And we stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride